Hey, this is Skip Vesey here with The Common Man. Just wanted to make a quick video talking about some of the things that I see going on right now. First, I'd like to thank everyone for checking out my first video about the Greatest Generation. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, please do. The feedback that I got from the video was really good for my first video, and hopefully they just continue to get better. There's so much going on right now that it's hard to keep up. First, there was the COVID-19 pandemic that is still around and still a concern for a lot of people. We've all struggled with adjustments to our lives, with schools going remotely. That's something that I've been dealing with as an educator. Some companies shutting down altogether and having to lay off employees. We've seen the unemployment numbers go through the roof right now, something this country hasn't seen before. And now the protesting and rioting due to the horrible death of George Floyd at the hands of a police officer. Things are tough right now, and people are afraid. They're unsure of what's going on, what's going to happen, where we're headed as a country, and it's really concerning. And I just felt like I needed to put a video out to give my 2 cents worth. As a Christian man, I try not to worry a lot, simply because the Bible tells me not to worry. In several areas, it literally spells that out, and I'll give you some examples. Proverbs 12:25, anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. 1 Peter 5:7, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Philippians 4:6-7, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. So I try to live that way, and I think most people do. And that's what God commands us to do. But we're all human beings, and we're very far from perfect. So what do? We tend to worry about things. We tend to stress about things. We tend to feel anxiety about things. If there's one thing that this whole mess has done in my life, it's made me look at myself and how I can be better. And I really think that's what we're supposed to do, is look every day on how we as individuals can be better. I really don't want to give my opinion on the Black Lives Matter movement or the All Lives Matter issue, but I will say this. We all need to do better. White, black, red, yellow, and anything in between, it really doesn't matter. We all need to do a better job at treating each other with respect. You see, God sees no color. He doesn't. He sees us. He sees our hearts. He sees what's inside of us. We all need to start there, every single one of us. And that's not to say that there's not a lot of people who have a lot of bad stuff inside of them. I think there is. I know there is. There's a lot of people who just have a lot of nastiness inside of them. If you really want to know what I think, well, I think that we as a country are messing up, and we have been messing up for quite some time, really for decades. We're heading in the wrong direction. The family is where it all begins. And when I say that, I mean it takes a really good family to help raise good kids with good morals, good ethics, good reasoning, respect. It takes 2 parents to raise a young person. Love, understanding, nurturing, teaching. You see, in this country, the concept of family has changed, and I really do believe that we need to get that back. I don't know. I really don't know how to get that back, except to do something different. I could throw up statistics. I've been looking at statistics. I've heard others talk about statistics about families, and the numbers of those statistics would shock you about kids coming from broken homes and being raised by one or the other or neither. That's both whites, blacks, and like I said, everybody that's in this country and really around the world. But in this country, the family has really disappeared, and it's really staggering. And I think that's really the the focal point of the issues that we're having right now. I just want to leave you with this. Instead of looking at someone else to fix the problems, instead of looking at defunding this or blaming somebody, I really think to fix the problem, we all need to look at ourselves. We all need to look at ourselves and just sit back and say, wait a minute, I need to get rid of the junk. I need to get rid of those feelings that I have when I start blaming somebody else. It's easy to do that. It's easy to blame somebody else. I've done it many, many times in my life. I still do, and it's hard. And you really have to try to catch yourself and look in the mirror and say, what can I do? Because that's really what God wants us to do. He wants us to look at ourselves, and really, instead of looking at other people, we need to look at ourselves. And we need to start looking up. I think we as a country have really gotten away from looking up and falling on our knees and saying, hey, help us, because we need it. And that's really all I have. I just wanted to pop a quick video out today, and I just felt like I needed to. Hopefully it resonates with some of you, and that's all I really got. Stay tuned for the next video of The Common Man. Haven't really decided what I'm going to do that on yet, but I think I'm kind of narrowing it down to this. Like I said, I really try to stay away from one side or the other. I think as you start listening to me and my channel, you'll kind of figure out where I stand on a lot of things. But I really try to stay away from that for a number of different reasons. One, this isn't my full-time gig, and anything that I do say on this channel, this is my opinion. I'm not representing anybody other than myself. So thank you for listening. Take care, be safe, and take a moment and reflect on yourself and what you can do to be a better person and what you can do to make things better. And it wouldn't hurt to buy one of these things right here and dig into it a little bit. Even if you're not a Christian, there's a lot of good stuff in that book as how we should be treating each other and things that we should be doing. Take care and God bless.